Welcome everybody to Advising and Registration 2.0. If you haven't already, make sure you enter your full name into chat along with your CIN so we can record your attendance for today's session. Our agenda today will consist of multiple sections. First will be advisement resources. There are many ways our staff can offer support to you, whether it be one-on-one advising, email campaigns/guidance, or in workshops just like this one. Next, we will discuss policies and procedures within the Student Success Center. These are particularly important because some may affect your GPA. So it's important you have a strong understanding of them. We'll also go over course recommendations by option, so you have a better idea of what's in store for you in the upcoming semesters. And finally, have an in-depth review of Degree Planner and why it's important your GE certification is keeping you on your path to success. First things first, one of the most important things we want you to take away from this slide is to check your Cal State LA email address regularly. We use it as our primary way of contacting you, so get in the habit of checking it daily. Speaking of emails, we've also listed our general email address, cbestudentservices@calstatela.edu. Whenever you have a general question or inquiry, this will be the email address you contact with them. You might think you need an appointment or need to go to drop-ins, but don't hesitate to contact that address to make sure it's not something we can answer via email. And speaking of appointments, we do those too. We have 30-minute appointments that require 24-hour lead time to book, but are reserved for in-depth questions. This includes long-term planning, excess unit SAP appeals, and other more detailed questions. Again, if you're not sure, always feel free to contact us via our email. We also have same-day drop-ins available. These don't require an appointment and will give you a chance to get a quick question answered. And although your cohort advisors may not be there, any of our staff will be happy to assist you with your questions. Check our website for details about when and where our drop-ins occur. For now, they are virtual via Zoom, but that may change in the future. This is our CBE Student Services Center website. Here you can schedule your 30-minute appointment, and the on-screen options will let you select one of your cohort advisors specifically. As mentioned before, if you are unsure what type of appointment you need, you can always contact the CBE Student Services email address for clarification. We want to make note, graduation checks should be done in workshops and not in a 30-minute appointment. Alternatively, you can go to drop-ins to get assistance with filling out graduation materials, but our workshops are designed with graduation in mind specifically. Our drop-in information will also be listed and updated on the same portion of the website, so check our website regularly for details.
Policy and processes. Are you on track? If you're a part-time student, it will take you longer to graduate because you are taking less courses per term. Typically, it will take about 4 to 6 years to graduate. In order to graduate sooner, we encourage you to take 15 units per semester, which is about 5 courses a semester. If you cannot do 5 courses per semester, aim for 30 units per year, which is about 10 courses. You can split them up between the regular semester terms, spring and fall, with the smaller winter and summer terms. By doing this, you can stay on track to graduate in 2 years. What if I fail the class? There's another way of failing a course besides doing very poorly in it, by not turning in assignments or doing well on exams. That other way is not dropping the course properly. For example, if you decide to just show up to class, the instructor will not drop you from the course automatically. You do have to drop this course by a certain time during the semester. If you are still on the class roster by the time that deadline passes, your instructor may give you a WU, which holds the same academic weight as an F. Before the first 2 weeks, there is no record drop. After the first 2 weeks, though, if you want to drop the course, you will need to get approvals first. And when you do drop it, you will receive a W grade. The W grade means if the course is counted as a term taken. Repeat policy. Student can only repeat a course once. It's very strict. So make sure that you pass that course the second time. Grade forgiveness. If you receive an F in the course and retake it, the higher grade will replace it in terms of your GPA. The course will always be on your record, but the F will no longer be calculated for your GPA. This is limited to 5 courses. After those 5 courses, those grades will be averaged. Anytime your Cal State LA or cumulative GPA falls below 2.0, you receive a probation notice. If you continue to do bad and your GPA falls below a certain threshold, you'll be asked to exit the university. Keep in mind that reinstatements are rare, so please keep your GPA up. If you find yourself slipping or struggling, please schedule an appointment with the advisor so that we could help you. So the thresholds for juniors is below 1.85 and seniors, that's a 1.95. What happens if you need a break? Let's say your first term, you struggled, you didn't do very well, but you need a break. If you decide to take the next semester off, you can do so, no questions asked. You don't need to notify us or the university. However, if you decide to take two or more semesters off, up to 4 semesters, you will need to fill out a form letting us know that you are planning to leave for a little bit, but are planning to come back. By doing so, you'll save your spot at Cal State LA. It does require approval from an advisor, and we recommend that you still be in good standing when you do that.
Registration. When is your enrollment date? Finding your enrollment date is pretty straightforward. To find it, you want to go into your Get account and into your Student Center. Once you are in your Student Center, you want to scroll down. You might have to scroll down a little bit to where it says Enrollment Dates. And it's going to be listed on the right-hand side. So right now, they might not have posted your enrollment date, but when they do, you'll see a link that says Details. So click on the Details link, and you are going to see 2 dates. One is your shopping cart date, which means you can start putting courses into your shopping cart and perform a course validation, which will pre-check your courses for any prerequisites and holds. The other date you'll see is your enrollment date, which is the actual day and time that you can start enrolling for your classes. Please remember that we are a prepaid campus, so your tuition must be paid prior to enrollment. If you had questions about your tuition, you will have to contact the cashier's office or the financial aid office if you are receiving financial aid. Your business advisors are not able to help you with tuition-related issues. In addition to registering for the semesters, we also have winter sessions and summer sessions. If you want to catch up or get ahead with graduation, you can take courses in the winter session and summer sessions. Winter sessions are very short. They are 3 weeks long. So that means courses are intense. Only one course is allowed in winter. There isn't a big course selection for winter, and the financial aid is not available for winter. Then we have summer sessions. Summer sessions are composed of different types of sessions. First, we have the weeks 1 through 5. That's one of the sessions. And we also have weeks 6 through 10, which is another session. And we also have weeks 1 through 10 sessions. So there's 3 different sessions you can choose from for summer. You can take up to 18 units maximum in summer. How many courses you should take in summer, it's really up to you. Most students, if they take summer, they take around 2 to 3 courses. We have a pretty generous course selections for summer, and financial aid may be available. So you need to check with them to see if you can get some financial aid for summer. So remember, take advantage of winter and summer sessions, especially if you want to catch up or get ahead. So now this is what you guys have been waiting for, the course recommendations. So we're going to talk about course recommendations by major. So right now we are going to focus on the business administration majors. So if you are CIS and econ, you guys can relax for now. But if you are business administration, which is most of our students, then you want to pay close attention. So for all business administration majors, so it doesn't matter what option you are right now. So for all business administration, we want you to complete Econ 3060 and Business 3050 by the end of your second term here to stay on track. So this is especially important if you want to graduate on time. So remember, so for all business administration, Try to complete your Econ 3060 and Business 3050 by the end of your second term. Keep in mind for Business 3050, you do have to pass with a C or higher. If you get a C minus, you will have to repeat Business 3050. Okay, so now I'm going to talk more specifically about some of the options. If your option is not listed here, don't worry. That means it's just not as critical as some of the other options. So, just make sure you complete the business administration one that we listed here. So if you are doing business administration and your option is in accounting, we want you to take accounting 3200A and try to finish accounting 3200B by the end of your second term to stay on track. Because you will need those in order to take accounting 3250 on your third term. So you will be taking accounting 3250 after you've completed accounting 3200B and business 3050. So that's for accounting options. So if you are in the option of human resource management, we want you to try to complete management 3070 and management 4400 by the end of your second term, just to stay on track. If you are operations management, we want you to complete management 3060. That is a prerequisite for a lot of the operations courses. So it's important you try to finish that at least by the end of your second term. And if you are marketing, we want you to complete marketing 3100 at least by your second term. If your option isn't listed here, then that means you don't need to worry about it too much. Just start completing more core classes, which we'll talk about later on. Okay, so now course recommendations for CIS and Econ, the BA and Econ majors. First, I'm going to talk about CIS. So for all computer information systems, hopefully you have completed CIS 2830 at your community college. So that one should already be done. If it's not, then just try to complete it right away. We also want you to complete CIS 3010, CIS 3050, and CIS 4840. Try to complete that at least by the end of your second term. Okay, now next is the Econ, the BA and Econ majors. So we want you to complete Econ 3090 by the end of your second term. If you are in the applied economics option, then you want to make sure that you have calculus completed. Calculus here at Calculate is Math 2110. So that should have already been done because it is a prerequisite for Econ 4010. So you want to take Econ 4010 after you complete your calculus. And then once you're done with Econ 4010, you need to complete Econ 4140. So that's why it's important to try to at least complete your calculus by the end of the second term so you can get started on those Econ courses.
So in order to access your degree planner, you would need to first log into your student center. And then here you can see in the yellow is where you'd find degree planner. Click on that and it'll take you to the next slide. This is what degree planner will look like. Degree planner is not set in stone. It's customizable. So for example, if you are planning to be a part-time student, you could change your target units. Instead of being a full-time student of 15, it would be 6. Add preferences. Here, this is where you could change your terms and units. So for example, if I wanted to add a summer course, I would click on the plus sign and then the drop-down menu, click on summer 22 and then 6 units and then enter. And you'll update your degree planner so that there is summer 22 along with your target units of 6. So just letting you know, degree planner won't add extra courses for you. Once you're done, you're done. So let's say there's less plan units than target units. It won't add extra courses. In Arrange My Plan, this is where you can move around your courses or place them in different semesters or different terms. For example, if you wanted to move Management 3080 to spring or move Management 3070 to fall, you could do that. You just click and drag. But if you try to arrange your courses, but a prerequisite gets in the way, this error will pop up, letting you know that the system won't allow you. Okay? Other things you need to know, lock. So if you want to lock a specific class in a specific term, you can do that. If you wish to know more about the course that you're taking, so for example, the course description, the prerequisites, when is it usually offered, that can be found in the blue info bubble. Right now, your electives aren't selected for you. You have to select them. So once you click on the select button, a list of courses will pop up. So for example, these courses are what would count towards your marketing electives. So for upper division GEs, we recommended that you take one that covers upper division D, civic learning, and race and ethnicity diversity. So for example, Asian American Studies 3480, that would be ideal because it covers all three. That one course will cover those three areas. However, let's say you decide to take Anthropology 3360, you can take it and it'll cover upper division D, but it won't cover the two other areas that you need. You would still need to take an additional course that covers those two areas that are missing. So ideally, please take one that has civic learning, upper division D, and race and ethnicity diversity.
So right now, I want you to pause. If you've pulled up your degree planner, I do want you to take a look at it, kind of run through it, see what courses you're dealing with. For example, this is a marketing student, so you'll see that there are upper division courses, you have your capstone, you have your upper division GE, all, everything's looking pretty good. However, if you see something that doesn't quite look like the norm, like, anything we've been talking about, for example, what's this American Institutions doing there? Or what's this Block E lifelong learning thing doing there? If you're not sure if you need it, click on select. If you see that the courses are 1,000 level or 2,000 level courses, those are lower division, meaning what you're seeing is a lower division GE. If you click on select and you see 3,000 level courses, rest assured you need it. Okay? So if you're not sure if you need it or not, just click on the select button. If you see a 3,000 or 4,000 level course listed, yes, you do. That's what you need. Please take it. If you see lower division, 1,000 or 2,000 level, I want you to think to yourself, do you have GE certification? Are you done with all of your GEs? If you have your ADT, that means you qualify for the GE cert. It doesn't mean you have it. You literally have to check a box, I think, when you submit your transcripts, or maybe whoever's submitting transcripts have to do it. Sometimes it's a manual process. Okay, Cal State LA takes GE certifications or CSU breadth certifications. We don't just take the ADT. So if you have a GE certification, but you're also seeing lower division courses in your degree planner, please verify with the community college that you have the full GE certification and that it was sent over here. Your full GE certification is literally like this little note on your transcript that says full GE certified or something like that. So it's actually attached to your transcript. So check with your community college that you A, have the GE certification, and B, it was sent, it's on your transcript and that was sent to Cal State LA. If they say, yeah, we did, it's sent. You know what, it might have gone missing, just resend it just in case. Once you resend it, you got to wait 2 months, 6 to 8 weeks to process. I'm not even kidding. It takes that long. I know. Just be patient. But if the degree planner still shows that lower division, come see us. We'll chat about it and we can follow up with admissions to make sure that we're getting the transcripts. But one thing I do want to let you know, if you took something at community college, lower division, and it's showing on your degree planner, lower division, I don't want you to panic. If you took it, you're not going to take it again. We don't want you to do that. So rest assured, assuming you took the exact same lower division course or you do indeed have full G certification, we are going to try our best to ensure that you do not take the same class here again. So do me a favor, do us a favor, talk to community college, make sure you have that GE cert, make sure it's on that transcript, resend it, wait for 6 to 8 weeks. I may also send you guys an email with a survey to fill out if you do notice any errors in your degree planner. So also rest assured that that may be happening as well. I'm not quite sure when I'm sending that out yet. Just be patient and keep checking your email. If you do not have a full GE certification and you're missing stuff in your degree planner that's lower division, You have two options. You can either take the classes here, which would potentially delay your graduation, or you can take it at community college during one of the intersessions and just finish that full G cert, send it over here. With that being said, do not panic if you see lower divisions. Totally fine. It happens. We just got to figure out where those classes are and what's going on.
So before we hand you back to our living and breathing advisors for Q&A, ask yourselves, what did you learn today? Do I know how to make an appointment? What kind of appointments are offered? For example, we do not have graduation checks. If you select grad check, you will not see any available advisors. If you do not see any appointments, please go to drop-in advising. Those will always be available at the advertised times. Please remember though, it's designed for quick 5 to 10 minute questions. Do I know the general CalSTLA policies and registration procedures? What if I fail a course? What are my next steps? Do you know how to check the enrollment date? For example, you'll receive an email saying that your enrollment date is up and you have to log into Get to check it. Do I know how to use Degree Planner? It can be intimidating at first and you may feel overwhelmed, but that's perfectly normal. Take your time, look around, play around with it, learn how to edit the preferences, arrange your plan. At this point, if you do not have any questions, you are good to go, but please fill out the checkout survey. But I encourage you to stay if you have any questions. And if you do have any questions, start putting them into the chat right now.